I was driving this time and the RV tire blew, but this is what the slide looks like. I don't think you have to be RV savvy to know that that's not good.
I'm learning
Serious deja vu vibes while we're walking around.
only as sure as my time.
Bolt broke.
Life is a spectrum.
I thought it'd be good conversation. What tools are really good to have when you're in a bad situation.
Well, once again, we're in Texas.
Not 50 miles from the first time.
Yes, driving down, what are we on, the I-10?
Luckily, the lines didn't blow.
You know, we didn't blow that, but this support beam here is completely wrecked. Whatever these wires are for the slide are hanging.
I've got the tower built up because I can't get the jack underneath. So what I need you to do is get in and drive, and we're gonna drive up on these things.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Stop, stop, stop. Back up just a little bit. Okay, that's good. Stop. Right there.
What would I do without you?
Not this.
I almost feel like I should get the night vision camera out for this.
I see blown tires.
This is spooky right here. Forget ghost hunting.
Me in a compromised position as I'm doing a tire.
Yeah.
Investigating the paranormal while our tires pop. Right in this spot in Texas. I'm pretty sure it's cursed. Matter of fact, take a look out in the field, see if anything's coming over here. Mom, if you see this, I love you. I need to replenish, rehydrate.
Yeah, do it. Do it in a cool way.
I'm exhausted. The tires changed. I just hope we can make it into town alive.
Alright, so now we gotta try to figure out what to do with all this hangy stuff. Oh, what is that?
I don't know, but it's just hanging. Luckily, there's not much traffic. And there's even less people willing to friggin' stop!
It's true, we've been stranded here an hour. And nobody cares.
Fine, I got all this stuff. I don't want anybody's help anyway. I got my jacks.
I got my jack.
I got my levelers. And that's all I need.
And that's all I need too. I don't need one other thing.
Things have gone bad.
It'll come off.
Will it? Too many blown tires into this damn plant.
I'm fine.
We ended up getting in at about 9:30, 10 o'clock I think is when we got settled in. The slide did open up. It does look like it's out of alignment, which isn't good, but I wanted to show you the damage that's outside. So what it looked like what happened is when the tire blew, it hit the pinion rack, whatever this is right here, and knocked it all out of alignment. But overall, it doesn't look terrible. There are some scuffs up here, but I think most of that will come off. Really, it just tore off the entire skirting and the trim over there, and then some pieces under here. But not that terrible. I think overall we got pretty lucky. I'm gonna have to put some tape or something to cover this now exposed wood and get that sealed up for now. But we'll see what a shop has to say.
This is Kelly. How can I help you?
Hey Kelly, we had a blowout last night and I wanted to see if you had a tire that would get us back on the road.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Let me open that screen up. What size are you looking for?
It's an LT 235 85 R16.
I do. I have 6.
Okay. What's your earliest availability?
We don't do appointments. This is first come, first served. So
Oh.
as soon as you get here, we'll get you in as quick as we can.
Okay, well then we'll get there as quickly as we can.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Hey, thank you. Bye.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, we went in. So a little wrinkle in the plans here. We got to the tire shop and they lifted the tire up and found out one of the leaf springs, the bolt broke. So I'm not sure if that happened when the tire blew or if that's the reason the tire blew. Really not sure. So we have to limp down to the trailer shop, which is a couple miles down the road, get that fixed, and then come back and get the tires replaced. Okay. Apparently the pieces that align it, that come with the equalizer system, I don't know, half of this is French to me, those pieces fell out when that broke. So they're going to fabricate a piece of metal, that way it can be aligned as a temporary repair, and then once we get somewhere where we're staying, that's when we'll be able to probably call Lippert and ask for some replacement pieces, see if they'll send them to us. And then we're going to have to take it back into a trailer shop again and have it permanently repaired. So he said he can get it in today, so we're going to get this part fixed, go over. He wasn't concerned about putting new tires on it. He said it wouldn't cause any damage to the tires and scrub them in any way. Then we'll get new tires on, and then we'll get to Austin, and then I'm assuming we're just going to have to sit there until everything's fixed.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you're going to want to walk in there because there's the cutest boxer that's about 10 years old in there.
Oh, I'm going in.
Definitely enjoy it.
You're the best. You're the best that ever was.
All right, out on a walk while the trailer gets fixed. And we're here at the Walmart parking lot. And just 2 years ago, we slept right there, right about where that semi is. So, some serious deja vu vibes while we're walking around.
Not the good kind either.
Yeah, not
the
good.
kind you want.
I don't have fond memories of this.
No.
But here we are, should be fixed, I don't know, about an hour, he said. So that, get that fixed and get tires replaced. All right, what is it, 6, 7 hours later?
5 hours later.
We got the truck thing, everything's good to go.
Okay.
Now we got a 6-hour drive ahead of us.
Oh yeah.
But we're back.
We are back.
How do you keep on going when everything you know is falling to pieces? How do you keep on rolling with the punches without something to believe in?
Shout out to Grand Design. I called them at 8 o'clock in the morning. I talked to a lady named Angie within a minute, wasn't even on hold. She was very sweet, very nice, and within an hour she got me a complete parts list for all the pieces we needed. So that way we don't have to go to a dealer and drop the RV off for a couple months and be out of the RV while this gets repaired. I ordered the parts, I got in touch with a dealer here in Texas that is shipping them to us, and we're gonna have a mobile tech put them on hopefully in the next couple weeks. So we should be back fully fixed, everything back to normal in the matter of a couple weeks. And not only did she get me that list super quick, we found out that our RV is one of the first 50 Grand Designs they ever made. And it was manufactured at a time they didn't even have the parts list. So this poor lady had to go and do some research and figure out what parts were actually even used on our RV. So thank you, Angie. Thank you, Grand Design. When you're in a bad situation and the manufacturer actually comes through for you, it is a wonderful thing. I did come out here to talk about some of the tools that I use when we're on the side of the road and some of the things that I think are essential to your pack and what you should carry when you're traveling, when you're towing. The first thing, and I use these things every day, I'm literally using all of them right now, otherwise I would have one in my hand. But they're the Lynx levelers, the little orange blocks. One, they're adult Legos, so they're automatically cool. Two, you can use them for your stabilizers, you can use them for your front jacks, you can stack them up and drive your other wheel on there so you can change your tire. You can jump on them. They really are extremely useful and versatile, so a good thing to have with you. Little known something about me, I hate wind with a passion. So Austin, Texas is quickly becoming a place that I don't want to live. And I don't feel bad for that. You should have, everyone should have, one of these star jacks. It's got different sizes. You loosen the lug nuts. What more is there to say? You should have one. Now a jack isn't necessarily as essential. It is extremely useful, so if you got space for it, you've got a toolbox in your truck, you can put it in. I recommend having one.
but we went for the first year and a half without one, so it's not necessarily something you have to have, but it did come in handy. Now, I don't use it very often, and I'm a person that I like to buy cheap, unless it's gonna kill me if I buy cheap. I like to buy cheap in general until it breaks, and then once it breaks, I buy a more expensive product. So for right now, we just bought the Pittsburgh one from Harbor Freight. It worked once, hopefully it works again. Okay, hold on. There were fingerprints. Unacceptable. So everybody says you should have an emergency roadside kit. You should have an emergency roadside kit. I've had this thing, I don't know, for like 10 years, and I've used it a total of 0 times. But I do have the little cone. I do have that. I got some jumper cables. I've got this light cone. I've got 10-year-old gauze. So I'm ready. You should have an emergency roadside kit. And I've got one. I don't know, is that really that important? I get the first aid kit. I think you should have a first aid kit. But is the reflective triangle and the light cone, orange cone thing, is that really useful? How many of you actually carry one around? I'm genuinely curious. So put it in the comments. Let me know, do you carry a roadside kit, or do you just have nothing and you just wave? That's gonna do it for this video. Next week is all about the Austin RV Expo. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Ah!